Hello everyone, Rick here. There is a great, huge spiritual war going on right now between the heavenly hosts of our Lord and the demonic forces of the prince of this world. And that war is not just being fought here on earth. What's happening here on earth is just a reflection, a mirror image of what's going on in the spiritual. Believe it or not, what we see going on here on earth between two forces that we see is good and the other is evil, it's just a two-dimensional reflection of the spiritual reality that's going on that is far beyond our comprehension. But when you look at what's going on in the world, don't automatically assume that because one force is fighting against a blatant evil of another force, that they are holy and righteous in God's eyes. I used to follow this movement very, very much. I still keep an eye on it, but I don't trust in it, because I've seen too many people in this movement who exhibit the same characteristics as those in the other movement that is blatantly, outwardly evil. That evil movement is so obvious that even secular Christians can see it. They have no problem with killing children. They have no problem with perverting God's justice. They have no problem even denying God and denying his salvation in Jesus Christ through their actions, if not their words. Yet there are Christians who rally around their cause and says this is what Jesus would support. Most Christians rally around the cause of the other force. Both forces want a global unity of some sort, and both forces say it's for our benefit. I do not trust either one. I know the one that is blatantly evil, that's a gimme, that's a no-brainer, duh. But the other one is the more dangerous one, because even though many of the leaders and participants are genuinely and sincerely loving God, not everyone in that movement does, even though they say they do. And these leaders and participants aren't always going to be in charge. And if you look at how everything is unfolding, and those of you, I'm not going to mention any names, but those of you who know what I'm talking about know what I mean. As you watch it unfold, it sounds just like a biblically unfolding plan of God. And this is why Christians are flocking to it, because this has to be our salvation to get us through these. No, this is going on to test us and purify us. If we support the flesh, we're not supporting Christ, even if the flesh is doing what we think is God's will. We focus on Christ, because if we don't, once this war is over, we're going to be drawn into the one side. And we're going to have such an ideology toward them that we're going to deny Christ if we're not careful. So this is a warning to all of us. Don't get involved with worshiping these worldly things thinking you're doing God's will. You support Christ. You go into anguish, into humility, in prayer over what's going on. Because things are happening on both sides that's causing a great deal of pain, all for the common good. That should be a red flag right there. So anyway, this is a warning. We all need to keep our focus on Christ, on the Spirit, not on the leaders of either side, especially the side that appears to be good. God raises up He raises up all organizations so His will can be done, not for their benefit, but for His benefit, so that His plan of salvation can unfold and His people can be purified and refined as gold. Until next time, God bless.